We now welcome an actor, podcast host, TV host, author, and star of Unstable on Netflix, Season 2, premiering August 1st. Rob Lowe in the house. Love the fit. Thank you so much for being with us.
I watch you guys every damn day
I love
when I'm working.
How about that?
So I feel like I'm at home.
I love it.
It's good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Speaking of home, I got a question for you. So obviously on the show you work with your son, and I know you're a big LA guy, big LA sports fan. So you know the Lakers, LeBron James, they drafted Bronny James. I'm just curious what advice you'd give to LeBron about your son as your coworker.
Look, you can open the door, but they got to walk in. Yep. And by the way, it's a dad. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm down with the cause.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you want to be with your kids. You want them to take over the family business. If you're a plumber, nobody looks at you and goes, wait a minute, you want him to go into plumbing too?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Nobody says any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So why should it be any different? You know, then though, the kid's got to deliver. Mm-hmm. And, you know, John Owen, you know, I got him in the door to meet people, but he's got to write. Mm-hmm. And they're not buying the script if they don't like it, and they're not given season 2 of Unstable if they didn't like season 1. So the goodwill only goes so far.
We'll definitely get into some basketball because I got to ask you a couple of questions in a minute. But I'm interested in knowing why the title Unstable.
Because I'm unstable, Stephen. I am. You clearly don't know me as well as you. So the show is based on my son John Owen's online trolling of me, and he's merciless, and it's super funny. Yeah. And people started loving it and talking about it, and it got to the point where I couldn't do an interview about anything with people going, yeah, that's great. Tell me about your son. Right. He just murders you. Right. So we started thinking, is there a show there? And we didn't want to play ourselves. So we had to create characters that were like each other, but not like each other. And so Unstable comes from a father who may not have the firmest grip on reality because he's been operating at such a specific level in society for such a long time, and the son who's trying to get out from that shadow. That's the genesis of all of it.
All right, how about a 40-year career? I was talking to Rob about last night. One of the great movies I've ever seen. I saw it, and Rob was a big star in 1985, him and Demi Moore. Anyway, how do you, it's not easy to be a big star in all the things you've done for this long a time. Longevity is almost more significant than being a comet in the sky.
Yes.
And you've had longevity. What has been the key?
Well, thank you for that. And if I could go back and talk to my young self starting out in the business, and if you'd have told me I'd be 6 decades in,
wow.
I would be like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
And you know, what it is it's I think it's anything in life. It's like how you handle the down times. Really, it's like when things maybe aren't going your way or whatever. It's like, what do you do in that moment? Are you a victim? Are you of your circumstance? Do you move forward like that? To me, that is the thing. Is how do you dust yourself off? Because everybody goes through times when maybe stuff isn't working or whatever. But I've been really lucky. I've worked really hard, and I'm super grateful that I'm still doing it.
How do you dust yourself off? Because people at home are watching this and relating to what you're saying.
For me, is I always looked at myself. I always looked at like I didn't put it on someone else. Like I focused on what could I do differently, better. What's the next thing, and to not dwell on it, and not be resentful, and not. No envy, no resentments, are sort of my things. That's why I'm just waiting for you to count that money, Stephen A. I'm not resentful at all about it. I'm
A lot to
let's
count.
go.
I promise you that.
I mean, let's go. Let's go.
You're
brother.
a huge sports fan, and I'm wondering how much do you believe being a sports fan has helped you in your career and to endure all the things that you've endured?
100%. I look at it as there's a reason we keep stats in sports. Because they tell a story and they tell a narrative. And there's a reason why numbers can lie. And there's a reason why numbers can support a different. So like when I look back and go, I've had a show on the air every year since 1999. Wow. And so that makes me want to keep going. You know, it's like I've been sober for 33 years. And
congrats on that.
Thank you. And I count the days and I count the years. because it makes me want to keep going.
Yeah.
So sports is the epitome of stats and statistics. So I learn a lot and get a lot from the sports world.
Let's transition to the NBA because I know you've got a passion for that. I've got to talk to you. How are you feeling about your Lakers for this upcoming season? I'm asking a question. I'm just asking. Anthony Davis is an Olympian. LeBron James is an Olympian. Both of them are leading Team USA. They're absolutely phenomenal. It's the sport of basketball. If you got 2 stars and you've got a couple of supplementary parts to just do their job, good things
They could be good.
What are your thoughts?
Listen,
Let me put it this way.
Yes.
Is the roster stable or unstable?
Good one there.
I like that.
To win a chip.
I like that. Look, it all falls to those guys. It's like LeBron is such an anomaly. Every year you think this has got to be the year that he breaks down a little bit. And he's just such a beast. But he can't play forever. And as Anthony Davis goes, so go the Lakers. We all know that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it is. If those guys do their thing, and we have 1 or 2 role players that even just show up even a little bit, we're dangerous with the play-in format. And it's I never count the Lakers out, but like watching the Celtics win another title was
Painful.
It was painful.
was not a good day in Lakerland.
Yeah, and they signed everyone back and spent the most money, and they're not going anywhere.
No, they're not going anywhere, which is
You're-
good. That's actually, it's like I want the Yankees to be good. I want the Celtics to be good. I'm a Dodger fan.
Yeah.
Like the Cowboys you were just talking about. The leagues are better when those franchises.
Of course, the marquee franchise.
They're polarizing. And so
Yeah.
teams
They're polarizing.
The Cowboys haven't really been that relevant.
that's a good
That
point.
is amazing.
The parity.
That is an amazing.
Parity.
It's Jerry Jones. He also has your longevity.
By the way, there's nobody in the world better to talk football with than Jerry Jones.
I agree with that.
How about a dinner with Jerry Jones? How great is that?
Oh, really?
Fantastic.
It's
Or
right.
helicopter rides.
Great to talk. Great to talk to you.
Great.
Great to talk to you.
I just thought of the Dodgers, and I was just thinking about this. Their last incredible moment, you may have been at the ballpark. Were you there when Gibson hit the home run?
I was there. And it was that classic thing where you got to get out of Dodger Stadium early, or you're going to be in
it's
that parking lot
impossible.
for 100 hours.
Right.
So and this taught me never to leave a game early. I never leave any game early because you could have the Falcons, Patriots on your hands. So I don't do it. And this is the game that taught it because I was walking up the seats. Gibson, it was 3-2. He was definitely striking out.
Against Eckersley.
You forget how many balls he fouled off.
Oh, I know.
People just remember the home run. People forget it was 3-2
On one leg.
On one leg.
Yes.
It was done. There was no way. And I turned around just to see the crack of the bat, and it's one of the great. That and Magic's baby hook at the Boston
Oh, those are
Garden.
2 great ones.
Those are the great ones.
I got another one. I got Tyson biting off Hollifield's ear.
Oh!
I got that one.
Oh, my Lord. And the interviews afterwards.
I got that one.
And the interviews afterwards.
Right? Those are my highlights.
Mine was I was in Utah when Jordan crossed over Byron Russell, pushed off and hit the.
He didn't push off.
No, that was
Well,
He didn't push off.
Slight push off, but who cares?
I got one for you.
Okay.
Not a lot of people know this. Who was the first coach to ever coach Michael and Magic on the same team?
Michael and Magic on the same team.
I'm going to say Chuck Daly.
No.
You're looking at him. You're looking at him.
You?
Oh, really?
Really?
You're looking at him. Remember when Magic had his great charity event at the Forum every summer, and
Yeah.
everybody had to show? I mean, you had to show if you're in the league. This is like Michael's, I want to say, 3rd year somewhere. We'll find the photo, pull it up.
Right.
I coached those 2 guys.
Wow.
And
it.
we scored 200+ points. Like I did anything. They scored 200 points and lost.
Right.
Clyde Drexler hit a no-look turnaround 3-pointer to win it.
Oh, Lord.
Portland
That's
could have
an
used one of
epic
those in the
How about
playoffs.
that?
Rob,
Championship
who's your
series.
favorite athlete all time? Is it MJ?
Here, I think there's 3.
Okay.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Okay.
Yep.
I see him all the time.
Sugar Ray, love him.
Yep.
Yes.
Magic,
Yeah.
MJ.
Wow.
Okay.
Very
Favorite co-star?
Oh, come on. You're going to get me in trouble.
No, please. It's just us.
Well, and it's going to sound like I'm just
You
shamelessly.
said you're at home.
It sounds like I'm shamelessly selling Unstable, but I have to say I'm currently working with Fred Armisen on Unstable. I think he might be the funniest human being on planet Earth.
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm currently enjoying Fred Armisen, but Demi Moore wasn't bad.
Oh,
Better looking than Fred, and he wouldn't mind me saying.
Demi Moore is another classic.
Yes, she is.
oh, Tani, give us a word on him. You're a Dodger fan.
The most humble superstar you'll ever meet. Got to meet him. Went up to the locker, asked him if we could take a selfie. And this is what's interesting. You tell me what this means. I'm not sure what it means, but it means something. So he's sitting there, full Dodger uniform on the top, and like, you know, the running pants below, right? He says he'll take the picture, stands up, gets fully dressed, belt, pants, socks, shoes, hats. I'm waiting. Stands up, takes the photo. Every other Dodger would just stand up and you take the photo.
Yeah.
And I think it just says, I don't know if it's his attention to detail.
Could be.
His sense of occasion.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was really taken with it, and he was the nicest man, and what we're seeing that guy do.
He's special.
I mean, he's going to hit 3 balls out of Dodger Stadium before he's done.
Wow.
He
Almost did it the other day.
last night.
Yeah,
Yes, he
425
sure did.
feet.
That's right.
He's a good sports fan.
Yes, he
Why'd
is.
you
Yeah.
leave? Let him
Yes,
sit
he is.
there.
That's-
You're
okay.
a real
For
sports
him, I'll
fan.
leave. For
Because
him,
let
I'll
me
leave.
tell you, sometimes we get interviews, they're like, oh yeah, they're big. Then you ask a question, I'm
You're
like,
a
I
good
feel like a
sports
jerk right now. Why'd I just ask that?
Now, listen,
Yeah,
I
you're
know Andrew
legit.
Friedman is watching. Andrew, we were expecting some big things from you.
Oh,
at the
interesting.
trade deadline. Let's go.
That's right.
All right. Rob, thank you so much.
Good to see you, buddy.
Unstable
You too.
Season 2 on Netflix. That's available Friday, August 1st. We're all unstable here and we all need a laugh. So let's make sure that we check this out. Rob, thanks so much for coming into studio, especially. So appreciate you.